Do you know most people are not defeated by the world? Rather, they are defeated by their own softness. They rise every day with the illusion of ambition in their minds, but the habits of weakness in their hands. They speak of change, but their choices whisper excuses. They say they want more, but every action they take is designed to protect the life they already hate. They stand at the edge of their own transformation and convince themselves that comfort is safety, that digital noise is connection, that avoidance is healing. And the tragedy is not that success is difficult. The tragedy is that it is simple, and still rejected. You live in a world where motivation is preached like religion, but discipline is avoided like plague. Where people call themselves tired when what they truly are is undisciplined. Where self-care is confused with self-indulgence. Where growth is romanticized as a highlight reel, but the process is abandoned as soon as discomfort appears. Yet the ancient Stoics saw far beyond this illusion. They understood a truth that modern society is terrified to face. Life does not reward the loud. Life does not reward the dramatic. Life does not reward the emotional. Life yields to the silent, the consistent, the focused, the restrained, the ones who do not announce their plans, but quietly execute them. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." And he did not say this as a motivational slogan. He said it as an emperor who commanded nations, yet chose to mastermind first. Epictetus, born a slave, stripped of all external power, made this declaration. No man is free who is not master of himself. And Seneca, the advisor to an unstable emperor, warned, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." These were not men of noise. They were men of inner authority. Men who understood that success is not something you chase in public, beg for in relationships, or manifest through empty affirmation. Success is the natural byproduct of inner command. And inner command is forged in silence, solitude, discipline, structure, and self-denial. Here, on Stoic Quiet Strength, guided by the philosophy of power in silence, this is not about hype. It is about transformation. Today, you will walk through 7 silent laws of self-mastery. Not 7 tips. Not 7 hacks. Not 7 surface-level changes. These are internal laws. Invisible laws. Laws that, once applied, reshape the structure of who you are, and therefore reshape the path your life is forced to take. And if you live these laws, truly live them, success will no longer be a distant concept. It will become an inevitable reaction to the person you have become. So before we begin, understand this. This is not entertainment. This is identity surgery. If you are hearing this, it means something in you is ready. Not for motivation, but for discipline. If you are prepared to move in silence, to build in solitude, to rise through inner command, then begin this journey with intention. Subscribe to the channel, and in the comments, leave this. I am disciplining my silence. Not for others. For you. Now listen carefully. This is where the transformation begins. Step 1. End the inner debate. Most people do not fail because they are incapable. They fail because they argue with themselves. They negotiate with weakness as if it were a business partner. They justify delay as preparation. They rename fear as intuition. They convince themselves that tomorrow is strategic while today is optional. But those who master themselves do not argue with their mind. They command it. The average person begins their day with a debate. Should I really wake up now? Should I work today or rest? Should I push through or take it easy? Should I start or wait? Every question is an escape disguised as reflection. But the Stoic does not reflect in action. He reflects in stillness. Then he acts without emotion. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself in his private writings. At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work, as a human being. He did not say, if I feel like it. He did not say, if I'm motivated. He said, as a human being. Because duty is not emotional. Duty is identity. Every time you delay a task that you said you would do, your mind marks you as unreliable. Every time you cancel on yourself, your identity erodes. You do not lose confidence all at once. You lose it one broken promise at a time. The most dangerous lies in your life are not told by others. They are told by your internal voice that says, later is fine. When you say you will wake up early and you don't, your subconscious learns, your word means nothing. When you say you will change your habits and you don't, your deeper mind whispers, you cannot be trusted. And once you no longer trust yourself, the world feels unsafe, because the only person who was supposed to protect your future is now your primary betrayer. But here is the reversal. Every time you do what you said you would do, even when it is uncomfortable, boring, difficult, or lonely, your identity becomes solid. You do not become motivated. You become certain. Seneca wrote, if a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable. Indecision is mental chaos. And chaos is the enemy of power. Stoicism does not encourage you to overthink. It teaches you to remove debate entirely from the process. Not because choices don't matter, but because once you have chosen growth, the daily actions are no longer choices. They become law. When the alarm sounds, you rise. When the schedule is set, you begin. When resistance appears, you continue. When doubt whispers, you ignore it. When boredom confronts you, you endure it. You are not here to manage feelings. You are here to execute a path. People who transform their bodies do not constantly re-choose the gym. It is simply part of who they are. People who build wealth do not wake up asking if they feel disciplined today. They are disciplined, so they act accordingly. The Stoic life is not about intensity. It is about inevitability through identity. Epictetus taught, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. This is your instruction. You decide who you are becoming. And then you allow no negotiation with the process. No inner meetings. No emotional discussions. No drama. No delay. Just execution. That is power in silence. The moment you stop debating with yourself is the moment your trajectory shifts. You stop playing both victim and savior. You stop creating obstacles that don't exist. You stop sabotaging the very change you claim to want. You are no longer a person who is trying. You become a person who is doing. And this identity shift is invisible to others, but it will reshape your entire future. Once the inner debate is silenced, a new awareness arrives. You start to notice something uncomfortable. Not everything around you wants you to rise. Some things benefit from your distraction. Some people feel safer when you remain small. Some environments are designed to keep you weak. You cannot build strength on a foundation that constantly steals from you. And the Stoics understood this better than anyone. Seneca warned, associate with people who are likely to improve you. But what was unspoken was even more important. Remove everything that diminishes you. And this is where most people fail. Because destruction is easier than honesty. They prefer to add positive quotes than remove toxic habits. They prefer to buy new books rather than delete harmful influences. They prefer to claim ambition rather than change environments. They want transformation, but they want their comfort untouched. Yet growth requires subtraction. And that brings us to the second law. Step 2. Remove what drains you. You cannot rise while being drained. You cannot grow while surrounded by decay. You cannot evolve while holding on to what is designed to keep you exactly where you are. This is a truth that most people spend their entire lifetime avoiding, because removing what weakens you is more painful than pretending it is harmless. Modern society glorifies addition. Add more goals. Add more habits. Add more routines. Add more knowledge. Add more followers. Add more options. But the Stoics didn't build strength through accumulation. They built it through elimination. Seneca, who watched men rise and fall inside the most powerful empire on earth, knew this deeply. He warned, "You must take charge of your own education. You must begin it, carry it on, and finish it." And that responsibility included knowing what must be removed, not just what must be added. Because here is what few are willing to admit. Your life is not collapsing because of one great tragedy. It is leaking because of 100 small drains. And drains operate in silence. They don't explode your world. They quietly weaken it until one day you wonder why you can no longer stand strong. There are 3 main sources of silent weakness. 1. People who drain your fire. These are not always enemies. They are rarely obvious. They might smile. They might congratulate you. They might even claim to support you. But when you speak of discipline, they laugh. When you speak of vision, they minimize it. When you change, they say, "You're becoming different." And they say, "different," like it is a danger. They don't have to insult you. They don't have to hurt you. They just have to exist in your space, draining your courage through subtle doubt. Marcus Aurelius warned himself, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. But the soul also becomes dyed by the company it keeps." A weak circle will quietly weaken a strong person. That is why powerful men throughout history have always lived sparsely, spoken carefully, and chosen solitude over contamination. You are not required to hate these people. You are only required to outgrow them. And growth often means distance. Silence is not cruelty. But boundaries are not betrayal. If someone does not strengthen your path, they do not deserve access to it. And this is not arrogance. This is self-respect. 2. Habits that corrode you. Not every destructive habit arrives as a disaster. Some appear as comfort. Endless scrolling. Late nights. Sweet lies to yourself. Constant distractions. Emotional eating. Mindless entertainment. "I'll start tomorrow." None of these will strike you down in one moment. They are quiet thieves. And by the time you notice the damage, your discipline has already weakened. Epictetus said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." And mastery begins by knowing what controls you. If a small habit can override your bigger goal, then you are not the master. You are the subject. And Stoicism does not tolerate inner slavery. You must not treat harmful habits as enemies. They are not enemies. They are former coping tools that are no longer welcome in the life you are building. And when you remove them, you return power to yourself. Not through anger. Through clarity. 3. Inputs that poison your mind. You are not exhausted. You are overstimulated. Your brain is being fed chaos in the name of information. News cycles. Drama. Comparison. Trends. Fear. Sex. Outrage. Pointless noise. And then people wonder why they feel restless, insecure, unfocused, unstable. Marcus Aurelius warned, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it." Your inputs build your estimates. And your estimates build your reality. When the mind is fed with nonsense, it produces weakness. When the mind is fed with depth, it produces strength. So the Stoics were ruthless in one way only. They protected their inner world. Because whoever owns your attention, owns your life. And that leads to the next law. Before new power can enter your life, old weakness must leave it. This is the silent law of transformation. So now, here is your quiet command. You will not add today. You will remove. One person who drains you. One habit that weakens you. One input that pollutes you. And when you remove it, do not announce it. Do not explain it. Do not defend it. Just let silence prove your growth. Because in silence, strength grows. In silence, power builds. In silence, you rise. Once you remove what weakens you, space is created. But space alone is not strength. A quiet room can still be invaded. An open field can still be conquered. A freed mind can still be enslaved. And today, the greatest battle is not being fought on land or in cities. It is being fought in your attention. Men lose their destiny not through lack of opportunity, but because their focus is captured by everything except what matters. And the Stoics warned about this long before screens ever existed. You become what you give your attention to. Marcus Aurelius. If your mind is scattered, your destiny will be scattered. This is why guarding your attention is the third law. Step 3. Guard your attention like a fortress. Your attention is more valuable than money. More valuable than comfort. More valuable than approval. Because your attention determines your direction. And your direction determines your destiny. The average person does not wake intentionally. They are invaded the moment their eyes open. Messages. Notifications. Opinions. Demands. Noise. Comparison. Fear. Pressure. Their mind does not belong to them. It belongs to whoever reaches it first. And this constant invasion breaks the nervous system, weakens decision-making, and destroys the ability to build anything meaningful. A distracted warrior is already defeated. The Stoics saw the mind as sacred territory. And territory must be protected. Epictetus taught, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." Because defending your focus will make you look strange in a distracted world. You will seem boring, unavailable, detached, unresponsive, too quiet, too serious. And that is exactly right. Because silence is the shield of the focused. You do not protect your attention because you fear the world. You protect it because your mission is sacred. Every time you allow distraction to pull you away, you are handing away your own future. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Concentrate every minute like a Roman, like a man, on doing what's in front of you with precise and genuine seriousness. And that seriousness is almost extinct in modern life. People slash between tasks. Check messages every minute. Live in reaction mode. Exist in constant mental chaos. And then they claim life is hard. No. Life is not hard. Life is unclear. And clarity only comes through deep, uninterrupted focus. 1. Deep work in silence. There must be sacred hours in your day where you are unreachable. Not because you are important, but because the work is. Silence is not emptiness. It is a chamber where mastery is built. 2. No reaction zones. There must be moments where nothing external gets a response from you. Not praise. Not insult. Not noise. Not pressure. Because reaction is what makes slaves out of men. Stillness is what makes kings. 3. A mental border. You don't allow everything into your inner world. You filter. You choose. You guard. Because the man who cannot guard his attention cannot guard his destiny. And if you master your attention, everything in your life will begin to align. You will feel stronger without explanation. You will move calmer without effort. You will see the world more clearly. You will waste less. Focus more. Become more. And in a world where everyone is distracted, you will be the dangerous one. Now you are no longer arguing with yourself. You have removed what weakens you. You have guarded your attention. There is only one final ingredient most people never master. Steadiness. And that is where most dreams die. Because intensity is romantic. But consistency is lonely. And loneliness is where greatness is built. Step 4. Choose consistency over intensity. Most people believe power is loud. They believe transformation looks like an explosion of effort. They are hypnotized by extremes. Extreme effort. Extreme goals. Extreme changes. Extreme promises. They push hard, loudly, proudly, for a few days or a few weeks. And then they disappear. Intensity is celebrated. Consistency is ignored. But within nature, nothing truly powerful is built through bursts. Mountains do not rise overnight. Rivers do not carve canyons in a day. Forests do not grow in a season. Everything lasting is built by repetition. Small actions. Repeated. In silence. With precision. Over time. And the Stoics lived by this law long before the modern world forgot it. Seneca taught, greatest power is often simple perseverance. The human mind loves excitement. But excitement fades. What remains is habit. And most people do not have disciplined habits. They have emotional routines. They act only when they feel inspired, and when inspiration leaves, so do they. But a disciplined person does not need inspiration. He operates on identity. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Not on the days when it is convenient. Not on the days when you feel ready. But on every day, especially the quiet ones." That is the difference. Most people can show up when the path is exciting. Very few show up when the reward feels invisible. And that is why consistency is sacred. Consistency is not loud. No one applauds consistency. No one celebrates consistency. No one notices consistency. And that is its greatest advantage. Because while the world is distracted by spectacle, the disciplined person is building power that cannot be taken from them. Epictetus said, "No great thing is created suddenly. But the modern mind hates slow growth. It wants fast evidence, instant proof, immediate results. And when these do not arrive quickly, people change direction, or quit entirely. This is why they never break through. But understand this carefully. Consistency is the language of mastery. It is how the body adapts. It is how the mind evolves. It is how identity is built. What you do once does not define you. What you do repeatedly becomes you. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your habits. And habits are built in silence. Day after day. Gesture after gesture. Choice after choice. The person you become in 1 year depends only on one question. Did you stay consistent even when no one cared? Those who do become unstoppable. And those who don't become stories of wasted potential. The Stoics did not chase excitement. They chased alignment. They did not ask, "Is this intense?" They asked, "Is this correct?" And if the answer was yes, they performed the action regardless of feeling. This is where your power lies. Not in your mood. Not in inspiration. But in your repetition. Now here is your silent practice. Every day, no matter what, choose 3 actions. 1 for your body. 1 for your mind. 1 for your future. Small actions. Invisible actions. But repeated in silence. And over time, these small actions become strength. They become certainty. They become identity. And your identity becomes destiny. You will not feel like a different person instantly. But one day you will wake up and realize you have become someone the world cannot control. And now, there is something even deeper. Something even more powerful. The ability to remain unmoved in a world of chaos. Which brings us to the 5th law. Even with consistency, many still fail. Not because they lack discipline, but because their emotions still govern them. A comment. A memory. An insult. A moment of doubt. A fear. A delay. And suddenly they fall apart. This is where true Stoic power is born. Not in strength of body. Not in strength of ambition. But in strength of mind. And that is where we now go. Step 5. Become emotionally unbreakable. If your emotions control your actions, then you are not in control of your life. You are controlled by weather inside your own mind. A storm of words can break your focus. A simple rejection can destroy your confidence. A small inconvenience can erase your momentum. This is not strength. This is internal slavery. And the Stoics knew the greatest battle was not with the world. It was with perception. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This is one of the most important truths ever written. Not because it sounds beautiful, but because it is the key to unshakable discipline. When you master your internal reactions, nothing external can enslave you. You begin to witness emotions rather than become them. You observe anger instead of drowning in it. You see fear instead of obeying it. You notice insecurity instead of identifying with it. And that distance creates power. Most people feel, then act. The Stoic feels, then examines. And only then, chooses. This pause is everything. It is the space between stimulus and response. And in that space, identity is forged. Epictetus taught, men are not disturbed by things, but by the view which they take of them. Not the insult. Not the rejection. Not the circumstance. But the interpretation. When you change the interpretation, you change the outcome. So the Stoic trains his mind to ask 3 questions in moments of emotional disturbance. Is this within my control? Is this truth or assumption? What would a disciplined version of me do now? That single habit alone can change an entire life. Instead of reacting, you respond. Instead of collapsing, you hold your ground. Instead of spiraling, you stand still. And that stillness becomes terrifying to those who seek to shake you. Because the world does not know how to handle someone who cannot be emotionally manipulated. Seneca said, "He who is brave is free." And bravery in Stoicism is not loud violence. It is inner stillness in chaos. When others panic, you breathe. When others protest, you observe. When others quit, you remain unmoved. This is why emotionally unshakable people are always respected. Not because they demand respect, but because their presence is unmovable. And when you become unmovable, your path becomes clear. You stop changing direction based on feelings. You stop abandoning discipline based on moods. You stop giving away your power. And now, you are ready for the final principle. The one that separates those who seek status from those who become legendary. Most people begin the journey wanting success. They want the reward, the results, the recognition, the proof that they are enough. But Stoicism teaches a different focus. Stop chasing the result. Start shaping the self. This is the final law. And it is the one that makes success inevitable. Step 6. Choose self-mastery over external success. Most people claim they want success. What they really want is evidence. Evidence that they matter. Evidence that they are superior. Evidence that they were right to dream bigger than their surroundings. They want the house, the title, the body, the recognition, the admiration, the applause. Not for peace, but for proof. But here is the trap. If validation is your fuel, you will run out the moment silence arrives. Because crowds are temporary. Applause is selective. And attention is borrowed, not owned. The Stoics understood that chasing success is unstable ground. Marcus Aurelius, who possessed more power than most humans ever will, said this. Do not seek for everything to happen as you wish it would, but rather wish that everything happens as it actually will, then your life will flow well. In other words, stop trying to bend the world to match your desire. Shape yourself to meet reality instead. This is the beginning of mastery. Self-mastery does not need witnesses. It does not require validation. It does not wait for permission. It is invisible discipline, repeated until it becomes law within you. Epictetus taught. First learn the meaning of what you say, and then speak. This is not only about words, it is about life. Before demanding success, you must understand what kind of human being should possess it. Before asking for outcomes, you must become someone capable of maintaining them. Because success in the hands of an undisciplined mind is dangerous. Wealth without self-control becomes destruction. Influence without identity becomes corruption. Talent without discipline becomes chaos. Opportunity without wisdom becomes a curse. Seneca said, "No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity, for he is not permitted to prove himself." Success without self-mastery is weakness wearing a crown. But when you master yourself first, success becomes quiet. It follows you. It seeks you. It finds you when you are not looking. Because mastery is rare in a world addicted to shortcuts. Self-mastery means this: you do not react, you choose. You do not blame, you assume responsibility. You do not rush, you become precise. You do not crave, you cultivate. You do not chase, you prepare. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Better to trip with the feet than with the tongue." In modern terms, better to stumble while improving than to destroy yourself through ego. A mastered mind is calm. A mastered mind is patient. A mastered mind is focused. A mastered mind is unstoppable. And it is created through one decision, repeated every day. I will rule myself before I attempt to rule outcomes. This is the difference between a seeker of success and a Stoic builder. The seeker asks, "When will I make it?" The Stoic asks, "How do I strengthen today?" One lives in imagination. The other lives in discipline. One needs motivation. The other needs alignment. And in the end, the world gives more to those who need nothing from it. When you no longer require external success to feel powerful, that is when power moves toward you naturally. That is when life begins to cooperate. This is the paradox of strength. Let go of the chase. And mastery comes first. Then success follows in silence. Now, you stand somewhere most people never reach. You have silenced the inner debate. You have removed what weakens you. You have guarded your attention. You have built consistency. You have stabilized your emotions. You have shifted from success to self-government. What remains is identity. And identity is destiny. The final law is not a strategy. It is a decision about who you will be from this moment forward. Step 7. Become undeniable in silence. In the world outside, people demand recognition. They announce their progress. They build in public. They broadcast their intention. They mistake visibility for power. But the most dangerous individual is almost never seen. They do not speak of elevation. They quietly become it. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." The best achievement is not to prove others wrong. It is to transcend the version of yourself that was once weak. You are not competing with the world. You are confronting your former self. And that battle is decided in silence. Every time you remain disciplined when no one sees, you win. Every time you choose order over chaos, you win. Every time you respond with logic rather than emotion, you win. Every time you return instead of quitting, you win. And over time, your victories compound. The world does not see them, but the world will one day feel them. Epictetus said, "Practice yourself in little things, and then proceed to greater." This is how someone becomes undeniable. Not through grand announcements, but through quiet consistency. You do not tell people what you are becoming. You let reality introduce the new version of you in time. You move differently. You speak less. You decide faster. You tolerate nothing that weakens you. And those around you cannot explain the shift. They only sense the authority. This is what power in silence truly means. It is not about isolation. It is dominance without noise. It is strength without performance. It is discipline without applause. And it is the most respected power in history. Seneca wrote, "It is quality rather than quantity that matters." And your quality is now changing. Your standards rise. Your tolerance shrinks. Your commitment deepens. Your excuses vanish. Your presence sharpens. You are no longer drifting. You are becoming structured. You are no longer experimenting. You are becoming defined. You are no longer asking who you should be. You have decided. You are now a disciplined builder of self. And that is the version of a human being that reality cannot ignore. Once you reach this level, success no longer feels like a dream. It begins to feel like a delayed appointment. That cannot be cancelled. Because the world is ruled by consistency. And consistency will always defeat chaos. If you have made it to this point, understand something important. You are no longer the person who pressed play. You have walked through 7 silent laws that reshape the mind, the discipline, the identity, and the direction of a human being. Let us remind you of the path. You silenced the inner argument. You removed what drained you. You defended your attention. You chose repetition over emotion. You became calm in chaos. You pursued mastery instead of validation. And you claimed the identity of the disciplined. This is not information. This is a blueprint for becoming inevitable. Marcus Aurelius said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." You now know what is right. Not by opinion, but by clarity. And now comes the final truth. Success is not a mystery. It is a response to who you become. It is not magic. It is not luck. It is not inheritance. It is not favoritism. It is simply life responding to order. And when your inner world becomes ordered, the outer world begins to align. You will reach a moment, soon, where life feels quieter, calmer, clearer, stronger. And then, suddenly, opportunity appears. Not because you searched for it, but because you were ready for it. That is the reward of Stoic discipline. And on this channel, Stoic Quiet Strength, this is only the beginning. If this message spoke something within you, write below. Power in silence. Not as a comment, but as a personal oath. And as always, move quietly. Build relentlessly. Honor duty over feeling. Become impossible to ignore. Your new life does not announce itself. It begins now, in silence. This is Stoic Quiet Strength, power in silence.